All right, so we're recording. So the nose, we're going to rub the sides by using the bottom parts of our thumb. Just go up and down. Just get it nice and warm. I'm going to go through it fairly quickly. I'm not going to do it as long as you perhaps want to do or need to do, but this will just show you where the points are. Then we go to the lower fragrance point. And what I like to do is I take my fingers and I put one over the other. So the middle finger goes right on the side of the nostrils here, and just get in there and rub. This is actually a large intestine 20, it's also called the lower fragrance. And then we come up to the upper fragrance, which is just about there. Just, you can see just the bottom on the bone of the eye. You'll feel it, be a little sensitive. I'm gonna rub in there. And the yin tang point is like the third eye. It's between your eyebrows, so it's right about there. But so you can either take one finger, and I generally like the middle finger to do this, and you can kind of rub in like that, or you can take both fingers and kind of make a bigger circle. That way you know for sure you're getting the area. Then again, using the bottom part of your thumb, you're going to push it into about the middle of the eyebrow, and you're going to drag it. I'm using my finger just to show you. You're going to drag it out to basically almost to the temple, and repeat that. So you're going to go push in right along the bone there. And then this next one, people find a little strange. The thumb and first finger, grab your septum. And what you want to do here is as you breathe in, as you inhale, pull very gently down on the septum. And then relax and breathe out. Breathe in and pull down, relax and pull out. And then we jump to large intestine 4. If you're following the Tao Yin for nose, a couple extra points that I like. Right about here, get in here and just kind of massage in this area. And you'll find where it's tender. I mean, that's the key, is just kind of move around. So you find where it's tender.
Oh, did you mute us, please?
I did, but I just muted the people that are making noise. So anybody else has questions, you're more than welcome to jump in.
Steve, do you rub the circle in one direction only, or do you do both directions?
Doesn't matter. This one we're not doing in two directions, though it doesn't matter. Essentially what you're just trying to do is stimulate the point. So I mean, if you were right on the point in theory, you could just press in and hold. Okay. But just by massaging, you know you're getting the area. You don't have to worry about if you're exactly on the area.
Okay.
And then of course the temples always feels nice. And then a point that produces a lot of adrenaline, I believe. I used to use this in class when kids were said, you know, in the afternoon they were tired. About a third of the way between the bottom of your nose and your lips, you come down about a third. You're still just barely on the gum. This is a pretty sensitive point. You push in, it kind of stings a little bit. And breathe in through that. And this really more wakes you up, but I think it also stimulates adrenaline and helps clear sinuses. And then finally, the Dao Yin. The last point on the Dao Yin would be the point here, large intestine 4. So you're following this bone into the V, and right up against the bone, I wrap my hand and use then the thumb. I press right up in there, and you'll know it when you find it. It's pretty sensitive.
Steve?
Yes.
I've used that for getting rid of headaches.
Yes.
And it does work
terrific.
a lot.
It works terrifically for headaches. I used to use this in class for hiccups because it helps with muscle spasms.
No, I had students with medical issues, and they would do this, and they would vanish. They were on medicine.
Yeah, large intestine 4.
It was good for a side
point.
effect. Yeah.
Large intestine 4, Hegu, the Hegu point is good for an awful lot of things. If you look up online what it's good for, it's really, if I was only going to teach you 2 points, this and stomach 36 would be the only 2 points I would teach you. This really for above the waist, stomach 36 for below the waist.
So what's the name of this one again, please, Steve?
This is large intestine 4, or Hegu, Hegu. And then make sure you do the opposite side.
30 seconds.
Sorry?
No, I somewhere I read 30 seconds is when you said it.
Yeah, you definitely want to do it at least 30 seconds on most of these points. Like I said, but we're going to go through them a little faster today. But we are coming into allergy season, so this is always a good idea to practice. Maybe also what I'll do, I'll start also with the 4 thumps, since we're kind of starting.
What is the other point that you said was also so critical? Stomach
36. Stomach 36 is the one that's about 3-4 inches below the knee. We've gone over that before. If you get a chance, look it up. I'm not going to take time to show you at this point.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yep. Anything else? So as Marjorie pointed out, the big acupuncture chart that I have in the back of the room is on sale. I don't get any money out of it, but if you're interested, go to my products page, and they just happen to be running a sale right now. It's I think $30, and it's a 3 foot by 3 foot chart, so it's a nice big chart.
What's it called on the handout?
I think it's the meridian wall chart, but I'll take a look and I'll tell you exactly what it says.
Thank you.
So it's under products and health devices. It's the very first link, and it's called the acupuncture / meridian wall chart.
Thank you.
Yep. All right, anything else? All right, now I'm going to mute you all, if I can get this back together, and we'll get to work. So like I said, let's do the 4 thumps first. We haven't done that in a while. So remember, the 4 thumps really is more energy medicine rather than QiGong, but it's all related. And this takes you through 4 different body systems. Recommendation is you do it every morning. Takes you 5 or 10 minutes. So the first thump is under the eye, directly in the middle of the eye, on the bone there, and just tap and feel the vibration there. You don't want to tap hard enough to give yourself a black eye. Just nice and easy, feel that vibration. Breathe into it, feel the vibration move through your skull, down the spinal cord, the hips, the legs, out the feet and into the ground. And that's exactly what this one is used for, is grounding. There's a diagram and there's more detail on what each of these points do on my website under handouts. I think it's the very first handout. It's called the 4 thumps. The second of the 4 thumps is a little harder to find, but it's extremely powerful. It's the kidney 27 point. It's the end of the kidney meridian, or the superficial kidney meridian. The kidney meridian starts at the bottom of our foot, comes up the inside of the leg, and finishes just below the collarbone. So if you follow your collarbone to almost the end, and then drop down about an inch or so, you're going to find a natural depression there, and just kind of move around till you find that. It's about this far apart. There's one on either side. And if you put your finger in there, if it's not sore, you haven't found it. So you got to find the one, find the other. I do it like this, but certainly can do it like that or like that, however you like. And once you get in there, just turn. So this technically isn't a thump, it's more of a massage. This stimulates the energy system of the body. When I do testing of people, where I will test them to see energetically how strong they are. If they're weak, usually I just do massage this a little bit, and this brings back the strength and proper flow to the energy system. And the third thump is what we call the thymus point. This is for the immune system. So technically, if you go down the sternum, you'll find again a little depression there. That technically is where the point is, but we don't have to worry about exactly where it is, because we just go ahead and thump it. Just breathe in and out. You can do it 2 hands, but if you're going to do it 2 hands, make sure you're hitting in the center. A lot of people, when they do 2 hands, end up going out here, and that's a whole different meridian. So you want to make sure to stay in here. This is along what they call the dew or conception vessel. Dew meridian or conception vessel. And then the last one is for the neurolymphatics. It's a much larger area. Follow your bra line and just stick your fingers in there. And you'll notice where it's sore. Where it's sore, then just stay there and go a little bit longer. Just massage in there a little deeper. And then just work your way along the bra line. Right. And then you can even come from the sternum down about a 45-degree angle, staying on the ribs. That's also the neurolymphatics. This helps drain the lymph system, the other liquid transport system in the body. Very important. And then I add one point to this. This was created by a woman named Donna Eden, who really is the premier person for energy medicine. She had 3 thumps. She added the one in the eye about 10 years ago. And I always add one more to the neurolymphatics. If you go to your underarm, go to the base of your underarm, and then drop down about an inch, you'll find a point there that is extremely sensitive. And just get in there and massage that out. And do that for just a little while, and then go to the opposite side and do that. And that is your 4 thumps. So let's go into Wuji stance. Feet shoulder width apart, roughly. Feet under your hips is another way to think of it. Knees slightly bent, just relaxed. You're not locking out any joints. Bring your hips slightly forward, nice flat back. Let your shoulders drop down and relax. Arms come in front of you. Feel like the top of the head is being lifted upward, gently elongating the spine. Tuck the chin in just a little bit. Breathe in and out through the nose. It's always important to do this first to get yourself grounded, the proper state of mind. Just focus on the breath coming in and out through the nose. Nice abdominal breathing, nice and deep. As you breathe in, the abdomen expands. You hold your breath for just a second or so, and then you exhale, the abdomen contracts back towards the spine, pushing the breath all the way out the nose. And then you just hold again for barely a second, just a slight pause. And as you're breathing, feel your body relaxing. Feel your energy settling down. Feel your feet settling into the earth, connecting with the center of the earth. Feel the earth rising up to meet your feet. Go ahead and just let your hands float up, fingertips facing each other, elbows drop down, shoulders relaxed. Nice straight posture. It's called embracing the tree. In traditional Chinese medicine, spring is associated with the wood element. So you notice we do a lot of stuff associated with trees and wood and things along those lines. And just try to feel the energy inside your arms. You might feel the energy between the fingertips. As things tighten up, just make small movements to get them to relax. So just, you're out here. Notice it's very circular. Let's go into a pose called opening and closing the gates. This is for the upper gates. So let the arms just float around till you get to about a 90-degree. Some people call this the cactus pose. Just relax for a moment. Let your shoulders relax. Let the tension melt away. You're going to bring your hands towards the center line of the body. Back of the hands almost come together as you bend down from the waist with a nice flat back, and the hands then drift outward, stretching out, then come around and back to cactus. So it's breathe out, breathe in. Opening up the chest, collapsing the chest. One more time. Go ahead and bring your hands over to your hips. Let's do nice big hip rotations, opening up the leg gates. So we're just going to go around. The head doesn't move. It's all out of the hips. So the hips go forward, to the side, back. The bigger the circle, the better this works, but do what's comfortable. If you have to do small circles, it's still extremely effective. And reverse. And then try to just make very small circles. Basically, you're only moving from the coccyx, the very bottom part of your spine. Imagine you're pointing your spine towards the earth and drawing little circles. And reverse. Good. Let your arms drop. Just relax into Uji for a second. Let your left hand float up, palm out. And now feel like you're hanging from your wrist, and just let the rest of your body drop down. And just hanging from that wrist. Breathe in as we switch. Couple more. And come on back down. Let's do uniting original chi so that the arms come up. When they come up to just about the level of your eyes, palms forward, they reach the lower abdomen, palms towards your body. Nice, easy turns. Breathing in as you come up, breathing out as you go down. Nice and slow with the breath. Don't let the hands get too high. Actually break that energetic connection. The shoulders are relaxed. Try to feel the movement more coming out of the rib cage rather than the shoulders or the arms. So the rib cage lifts up, it drops down. One more time. And reverse. As we get older, the fascia, the muscles between the vertebrae start to get very brittle. So these couple of exercises are very important for maintaining the flexibility between the ribs. So we're now going to change to what's called Jade Dragon weaves around the body. So go ahead and put your left hand out further than your right hand. Your right hand is going to turn palm up, and you're just going to go out that way. So you're starting that point. Now we're going to let it come across the body. So the right hand turns down now, and the left hand turns up. And so you're just going across. Try to feel that figure 8 movement in the ribs. Again, try to have the motion come out of the ribs rather than the chest or the shoulder, the shoulders or the arms. And one more exercise. It's really nice for the ribs. Go ahead and take your left hand, place it under your arm, raise your right arm up. With the heel of your hand, the thumb is basically wrapping, the heel of the hand push down on your chest muscle, on your pectoralis muscle, and let the arm come back and around. Do only as big a circle as comfortable, but try to keep that pressure on the chest muscle, on the pec. And again, try to feel it coming out of the rib cage rather than the shoulder or the arm. One more time, and then we'll reverse. Let's go to the bottom, and then reverse. Try not to make this fast. It's not about momentum. One more time. and switch. So get set up first, put your hand under the arm, pushing down on the pec muscle, and then just let the hand drift upward. It's like you're not even turning your shoulder. It's just drifting up and drifting down. Breathe in as it comes up. Breathe out as it comes down. One more time, and then we'll reverse. Let your hand turn. So it's palm up as you go up, palm down as you come down. So the movement gets initiated from the chest. One more time. Good. Just some do nice big shoulder rolls. Now I'm going to do concentrate the spirit and gaze at the head. This is out of QiGong. You're just going to leave the arms down, turn and look over your left shoulder as far as comfortable as you breathe out. Breathe in, back to the middle. Very much like owl looks back, except we're not changing any hand position in this. Just make it nice and fluid. See if you can bring your head a little bit further around each time without straining, without experiencing tension, certainly not experiencing any pain. One more time each side. And then we've transitioned into what's termed golden cock eats rice. And this is technically harder than it seems. It looks like I'm just going to be lifting my head up and down. But what you want to be very cognizant of and careful is if I have my hand here, I'm not putting pressure on the back of my neck here. I'm not lifting up and dropping my head back here and pinching nerves and whatever. The idea is you're lifting your chin and feeling the stretch in the front. And then as you come down, you feel the stretch in the back. So we never pinch the back. So we're leaning forward, then lead with the chin. Breathe out as you go down. Breathe in as you come up. One more time. Good. Let's do a deer move. Start with a very simple one. This is the female deer. Just take your hands and kind of keep the fingers together. The thumbs are not connecting. This is not pecking that we've done, the bird's beak. This is like a hoof. And the idea is we're now going to bring the hoof up, and we're going to then close our fists very lightly, hold them by the side of our head. So this is the female deer pose. You're going to step forward with your left foot, put the weight on your back, on your right foot, so that 90% of the weight is on that back foot. And just kind of hold that and balance into that. Now lean forward, straighten out the front leg, and come all the way down as far as comfortable. And stretch out the whole back of that left leg, that front leg. Come back up to your female antlers, step back. Breath in. And then step out with your right foot. Weight back. 90% of your weight now is on your left foot. Knee on the back leg is bent. And just hold that pose. And then straighten the front leg, let the body drop, and reach down. Straighten out that front leg, that right leg. Come on back up. And as you come back up to your antlers, bring your feet back together. And let them drop. And now the male deer, fingers together, thumbs out. These are your hooves. You're going to cycle the hands around. And when they come up, you're going to make antlers. So it's like that. Thumb, first finger, and pinky on both hands. So you come up with the hooves, you transfer into antlers. Top hand comes over the head. The bottom hand, we're going to bend, and then we're going to turn and look behind us. Breathe in, come back around. Now go to the hooves, transfer a little bit of weight, go to the antlers, and this time we switch. We come around with hooves, antlers, Last time. And just let them come around. Bring down the heavens. Feel the weight of the energy as you lift up, as you breathe in, breathe out, as you push that energy down your body. Let's do that twice more. Breathing in, feeling the weight of the energy in your palms. Breathe out as you feel that energy being pushed down your body, going deep, deep, deep into the ground. Let the palms face up as you come up to almost chest height. Then take your right hand palm down, left hand palm down underneath it, and then let them separate. You're staying along the midline. They're not touching the body, they're out from the body. Relax your shoulders. Make sure your knees are slightly bent, your posture is nice and straight. It's like Wu Ji, slightly different hand position. And just breathe nice and steady in and out through the nose. This is called the wood mudra. So feel that connection to the earth with that lower hand. Feel the energy going down into the earth, and then the energy from the earth coming up into that hand. And the upper hand, feel the energy going out of the fingertips, going and reaching for the sky. And then the energy from the universe, the sky, being drawn into the fingertips. So just like a tree, sending the roots deep into the earth and sending its branches up into the sky. Draw the hands slightly together, and then we switch. Focus on the breath. Focus on that connection to the earth. Focus on the energy reaching outward for the sky. Be very present. Feel very rooted, very grounded. Let your hands come down to the lower dantian, one palm on top of the other, thumbs touch, and place that just in front of your lower dantian. So the tops of the thumbs are about the height of your belly button. It's called Monk Holds the Pearl. Just imagine white light going through that little triangle, going into your abdomen, being absorbed by a little pearl inside your body. Now, the organs for spring, the yin organ is the liver, the yang organ is the gallbladder. The color is green. And the vocal sound is shu. So now just imagine green light Coming through that triangle, going into your abdomen, and especially going over to the liver, right side of the body. And as you breathe out, just go shoo, emphasizing the U's. Shoo. Shoo. One more time. Shoo. And now the subvocal sound is shh. So very, very quietly to yourself 3 times. Breathe in. I'll do it a little louder. Good. Bring your lightly open fists just under your armpits, and tap downward, stimulating that liver meridian. Good. Bring your feet together, right hand below the lower dantian, left hand scoops out, thumb and first finger separate, thumb faces the body. As you breathe out, it comes down the body. Get to the bottom, you switch. Breathe in, breathe out. Centering, balancing the 3 dantians. One more time each side. Finish with one hand over the other, over the lower dantian. You can either grab at the wrist or intertwine the thumbs. Just let the body rock and sway while the energy comes out of your palms and goes into that little pearl, which is your lower dantian. And just feel that energy surging through your body, spiraling down your legs and up your torso. Visualize this white light filling every part of your body, removing energy stagnation and blockages, removing darkness, removing negative thoughts and emotions, until every part of your physical being is aglow with this beautiful, loving light. And let that light expand beyond your physical body. Just float inside this protective, energetic cocoon. Notice what it's like to feel safe, to be healthy, to be at peace. Take a deep breath in and hold on to those feelings and take them with you for the rest of the day. Thank you.